Welcome back. Today I'm recording from beautiful Whitehorse, Yukon. It is now actually 10:15 p.m. Looks like the morning. Apparently this is the land of the midnight sun. So the three moves that we'll be going through today is the underhand bowler, the underhand Bowler Matador, and the overhand bowler. So let's start with a basic underhand bowler first. First start off with understanding how to do underhand swings, and then from there learning how to bring the rope to the other side with the underhand figure eight or even the underhand matador. So I will link to those tutorials if you haven't already unlocked those moves. You want to start with that before you try to go into this move. So the key with the bowler is what you're doing is you're swinging kind of like the bowling motion where you have one hand come down low and then you switch to the opposite side. So it's easier to see from the front. Without the rope, the movement looks like if I'm on my right side, I'm bowling, so my palm is facing up. I swing down like this, and when my right hand is swinging, my left hand's kind of over and behind my head, like so. And then when I come up over, what happens is you switch right away. So the right hand comes over your head, your left hand comes down, and your left hand swings down like that. Swing, swing. So remember, it's not just a hand motion. The hand gets your shoulders working out, but you're making sure that you twist and turn your body with the rotation as well. So when the rope is on your right side, or your hands on your right side, you're tilting your body to the right a little bit, swinging, coming up to the left, and then you switch. So when you're on the left, you're tilting your body to the left side. So here's what it looks like from the front with the rope. Right, left, right, left. One beat on each side. Right, and from the back, right, left, right, left. So that's the underhand bowler. You can add in a second beat and that turns into the Bowler Matador. So what that looks like is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So to create that second beat, instead of switching right away and going up, you actually stay up at the top and do one more rotation down there. So it goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. From the front, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. From the back, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Looking at how the rope is moving when I'm going from left side to right side, down, let it come down, and as it's coming up, then I make that second pull down, right? So I'll slow down the video and explain it. But basically when you cross over, it comes down, and when it's going up, then you make the second swing. Down and then swing. Down, swing, down, swing, down, swing. All right. And the last one that we'll cover in this is the overhand bowler. Overhand bowler is the opposite from underhand. It feels more like a rowing pattern. So if you row a canoe or dragon boat, you're going down like this. So what's happening is now my left hand is up close to my head, palm facing down. And then my right hand is also palm facing down, pulling down like so. So I'm actually pulling the rope down, and I switch over. See my pull down, and then my right hand comes over my head. Left hand pulls down, comes over the head. So a little bit like swimming, like so. So that's the movement. So showing to you from the front, one beat on each side. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. From the side, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And from the back, 1, 1, 1, 1. As with all overhand moves, be mindful of your posture and make sure that you don't find yourself hunching over. Keep your back straight so that your arms are doing the work. So you have that shoulder workout, but also that spinal rotation. When I come to the left side, I turn to the left. When I'm on the right, I turn to the right. When you get better, you can also incorporate counter rotation. So as usual, instead of tilting with your hips, when you do that, your back isn't rotating, isn't exercising. You're relying on your legs to turn your body. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure that you turn into your hips. So you don't tilt with your hips, you turn into the hip. So like when I go to the left side, my left leg is hinging and I'm turning into the leg that's lifting up. Turn to the right side, it's right leg hinging up and I'm turning into the right leg. So it gives your back a bit more of a twist